Kanchana Fernando, and I have a small sustainable fashion brand called Certitude by K. And that we are mostly focusing on social sustainability and environmental sustainability. For social sustainability, we work with underprivileged women. We are working with Department of Probation and Childcare and support underprivileged women to uplift their livelihood. And for environmental sustainability, I always wanted to be a responsible designer, and I wanted to see how I can support reducing the landfill. So I started collecting old denims and started upcycling clothes. So that's how I focus on environmental sustainability. I used to work for one of the largest apparel manufacturers in Sri Lanka, and I started work with a couple of mainstream brands like Nike, Lululemon. There I learned how this fast fashion is contributing to the environmental pollution. And then I started thinking, I am a designer and I love wearing different outfits every day. So I was thinking, what am I doing to the environment by being a designer? So there I got this thought, how can I be a responsible designer? So in 2015, I wanted to launch my own collection, and it is not coming, I didn't start it from the scratch. It is coming from my parents. It's a family effort where from this childhood, I saw that my parents were designing fabrics and my mother was stitching clothes. So my parents owned a batik factory, small batik factory in Moratuwa. So there I was always working in the factory, and that is how I started my design journey. And in 2015, I was a part of Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, and I became the first runners-up from the Sustainable Fashion Awards. There I launched my own collection, and then I started being a vendor at the Good Market, Sri Lanka. That is the very first step where I started selling my clothes, upcycled clothes. And then I started not just selling the clothes, I started sharing my story with the clothes, and I realized there's a huge purpose behind all these sustainable clothes done by most of the famous sustainable designers. So I started following them. I started sharing my story among the brands and started sharing my story among the social media. At the Good Market, I met people, those who love upcycling, those who travel around the world, those who understand what is this sustainability, because Sri Lanka back then, most of the people didn't know what upcycling is. Upcycling is collecting an old discarded cloth and upgrading it to a different outfit so that you can wear it as a new outfit. But no one loves to wear someone else's outfit in Sri Lanka. We always have this thing that we want to wear something completely new. But then I realized there is a small niche market where people love sustainability. That market is the people, those who can afford designer wear clothes as well, those who travel the world. And then I got a very niche customer base from Sri Lanka, and then I started designing new clothes, and I started marketing as bring your old outfit, I give you a new look. And then that's how I slowly started my small brand. And then at the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, I started showcasing my new upcycled collections. Then I got an opportunity to collaborate with LICC Jeans, and I collected their rejected denims and launched my collection at the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. And then with the support of LICC, we did a huge launch and launched a new line for LICC where we promoted upcycled designed denims with them. Then that was also a really good learning for me. It's not just having the right partner, but you have to always make sure you go with a really good marketing strategy. So LICC brand was a really nice brand where they have really good denim clothing, but that target market was not my target market. My target market is a niche market where the customers would love to wear something completely unique. So that's why my products comes with a uniqueness, and it comes with a price as well. So then I learned so many things throughout the years, and then failed so many times, but then those failures were always experience and new learnings for me. And then I slowly started seeking potential opportunities from overseas, because I realized my brand has more potential in other countries, especially in Western countries and European countries, where they are embracing sustainability and upcycle clothes. I thought that is my market, and I always had a dream that I want to take my brand to the world. But back then I didn't know how. But every day when I was creating something, I always put 200% effort and passion into each and every piece, and I knew someday my dream would come true. My dream was to put my collection in a luggage and travel around the world. And back then I was in corporate and I didn't know if I would be able to do it one day, but today I'm doing that, and it's a beautiful feeling that the manifesting works always. And I have a small story to share where in 2017, that was the first time I went to New York. That New York, I went through my company, MS Holdings, to meet one of the customers. But whenever I go to another country, I always use that opportunity to go around the world and around the streets and understand their fashion sense and understand the customer base and understand what they want. So I was walking in New York Times Square, and I was thinking one day I want to have my brand here in Times Square. But that was a huge dream for me because I haven't done designing. I'm not a design student. I have done stats, maths, computer science, and I was working in the corporate sector, not as a designer, but I was working as a merchandiser. So, but I knew somewhere down the line, my dream would definitely come true. So this last year, I got an opportunity to go to Canada. So in 2022, November, I got an opportunity to go to Canada from my company. And then after my office work, as usual, I put all my stuff in the luggage and I was walking around designer wear streets. I Googled designer wear streets and just walk around the streets. And I went to shop, sharing my story, and I always make sure I wear one of my outfits. And whenever I go there, somehow people start asking about my outfit. That's how I start the conversation. And then I went to a couple of shops, and then I realized there were some shops who had the same ethos, who loved sustainability, who loved niche market like what I was targeting. So I met one shop where the owner really loved my products, and she told, okay, let's launch it here. So that was the very first opportunity I got to launch my stuff, my beautiful collection in Canada. And then after a couple of months, last year January, I got a call from the owner telling that she got an opportunity to showcase a couple of outfits from the store in the Hamilton Fashion Week, and she told that my collection is beautiful, and if I want to have that opportunity to showcase a couple of pieces from my collection. That was like the dream, one of my dreams coming true, to showcase my collection in the international platform. So I told, okay, I'll arrange the collection, and she told, you don't have to come, but you can just arrange the collection. But then I thought, no, that is one of the biggest achievements in my life. So I flew to Canada, and then I had my collection showcased in Canada. I had around 9 pieces, and everyone commented me, everyone told me that's the best collection out of all the collections at the Hamilton Fashion Week in 2022. So that's how I moved to North America. Meanwhile, I got an opportunity to work for a US company as my full-time job. So everything supported me to move to that part of the world. And after Hamilton Fashion Week, I started getting more traction from that part of the world. And then I took part in one of the Toronto Fashion Weeks, and then one of the other festivals in Canada called Supercrawl. So I had a couple of collections showcased last year. So after seeing all these collections, I got an email from New York Fashion Week in December 2023, last year, asking if I would like to showcase my collection there because they loved the story behind the brand. So that's how I showcased my collection in New York Fashion Week this year, February. So the story, how I can connect my dream and my story here is, after 2017, after working in New York Times Square, this year, February 7th, I was walking in Times Square having the luggage, with the luggage to the fashion show for the rehearsals. I got a memory popped up in my Facebook telling, in 2017 you were in Times Square. So that was like I couldn't even believe it. Was like an actual dream coming true. And I thought, when you manifest every day, every dream can come true, and you have to always keep on dreaming. So then after New York Fashion Week, I got exposed to so many other fashion shows and fashion weeks, and so then I got an invitation from LA Fashion Week to showcase my collection in March. So I didn't want to showcase the same collection. Within 1 month, I was able to do a new collection. And it's not a single effort, it's a family effort. I'm staying there in Canada with my sister, and my parents are in Sri Lanka. They are supporting me to do all the collections when I tell them the design. My mother is really creative, who understands what exactly I want. So she converts all my ideas into garments, and she helps me to make all my dreams come true, and my father always supports. And that's how I got exposure from New York. And then after New York and LA, I got an really nice invitation from San Francisco Climate Week in April to take part in their Sustainable Fashion Week. So I feel now opportunities are countless now. It's like you just have to find the right opportunity and go after it, and it's coming after you after a point. There's an interesting fact about the resources that we use to make a pair of jeans. Did you know that to make one pair of jeans, it needs 3,625 liters of water, 3 kilos of chemicals, really toxic chemicals, and 400 megajoules of energy, which is equivalent to keep a light bulb switch on for 116 days. And it takes 16 square feet of land growing cotton. So imagine wearing one pair of jeans has used that much of resources, and if you wear it for a year and throw it away, and it ends up in a landfill. These numbers were really concerning when I got to know these numbers. So that is what we are doing to the land or the environment when we are wearing so many clothes. If you take fast fashion, you buy an outfit, wear it for a couple of times and you throw it away. And why you go for fast fashion is because they are quite cheaper when compared to the other outfits. So you always tend to buy the cheaper, nice looking outfit. So what we don't understand is, actually I learned this when I was working for these mainstream brands, especially Lululemon and Nike. Why Lululemon is really expensive is a pant costs around $100, maybe sometimes $110. But that pant you can wear for more than 5 years, and they guarantee the longevity of the outfit. If it gets discarded before that 5 years, you can come and get it exchanged. So those were the strategies some of these brands are using to stop this fast fashion. And why longevity is important? So that you can wear so many times, you can wear it like maybe lifetime, but you have spent something more, but when you compare it with the number of years you have on, it's really worth it. So this is the message that I want to share it among everyone. It's not just upcycling. Sustainability is not just upcycling where you take someone else's old outfit and upcycle, redesign it. So, sustainability is always longevity and wearing it so many other times, and even sharing it with someone else where you can make it really meaningful for everyone. So most of these upcycled sustainable brands are slightly expensive than the regular brands, but it is always not the case. I think when you want to make your garment sustainable, you can focus on many aspects. You can focus on social sustainability, environmental sustainability, and longevity. And then even in my brand, I can't run my brand just with my high-end sustainable products, because I'm focusing on most of my products are wearable art, and those are like just one-off pieces and really expensive. But in order to sustain my sustainable brand, I have to come up with a couple of strategies. Last year, I actually put the whole strategy onto paper and decided, okay, I don't want to keep it as a nice to have brand, but I want to take it to the whole world, and I want to grow it so that I can support more people. So my strategy was to go after this niche market and find another product which is scalable. In order to do that, last year I launched a linen collection. The sustainable factor is the way we create the product, and then I use discarded leftover fabric pieces to design this linen collection. I added small pieces to make it really unique and stand out among the rest of the linens. But the price point was in a general price point where mid-class customers can buy it. So you have to always make sure, keep a sustainable brand, make a sustainable brand, but make sure that you focus on the market strategy as well, so that you can approach to a different, bigger target market. A few pieces of advice actually. First thing is, this is what I follow. I don't know if it is right or wrong, but it has worked for me. you have to be the brand ambassador for your brand. So what I always believe is I should be able to wear my brand and walk around proudly so that I know someone else would like to buy that. So that's what I always did. I always wore my outfit and I always proudly walked around the community or everywhere, and I always learned that people approach me to ask about my outfit. So if you are a designer, you should be able to walk the talk and always make sure that you carry your brand with a huge pride. And then other one is you have to always keep on dreaming. I always believe that dreams do come true. It's not just designing an outfit, it has so many other aspects where you have to know how you can market it, what is the right target market. But that you can't just do in a room where you just keep on designing and stitching outfit. You have to start walking out, you go out there in the world, try to save some money, just travel the world. And it's not easy. It was really hard for me not having a design degree, especially. I didn't know what to do, but I learned these things through my own ways. I walked around the streets and understood people. So that's how you can be a real designer and real entrepreneur. So what I have seen is designers are not entrepreneurs mostly. They want someone else's support to market the brand. But if you are the designer and if you are the marketer as well, that is the win. I would say that is what I followed and what so far I have achieved something because of that, I believe. So just keep on dreaming and just follow your heart, put everything. The other advice is don't follow all these trends and seasons. Be a really creative designer. Just follow your designs and put everything onto your canvas and create it. So these fashion trends and seasonal color palettes restrict your creativity. I don't follow anything. I just follow my ideas and dreams, and then all these things together always have brought a really collection out for me. Yeah.